We were at the beach. Everybody had matching towels.
Don't mind us, we're just spilling our guts. If this is love, I don't wanna be loved. You followed the road with the filthy tongue. Watch me choke it down so I can throw it. But please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. We'll throw it all away.
Trying star makeup up. Starting with eyeshadow. Blend. Next eyeliner. Trying to get the shape right. Looking good so far. Yes, I like the way this looks, Lord. And done with.
The most holiest day of my life. And if you go, I wanna go with you. And if you die,
Well, away our body underneath that head. Yeah, I'll get you, baby, with a little love.
In the land of a million drums, there is always something going on. If you can't locate your dog, might as well gon' take your dead home.
In the land of a million drums, I catch a pattern and spit rings around it like Saturn. Intergalactic tracks, I mac 'em like Max Julian. This one for Scooby Pastor. I'ma do me one, do we run? Only you clean over. I pick up the mic and rock it while I'm sober for the rated G exposure. If you listen to what I'm trying to told you, we fathers with seeds of our own. Time my sons and daughters, boy, not fruits and clones. Not interfering, gone wrong. An embryo with no souls.
You're spinning me around, my feet are off the ground. I don't know where I lie down.
I thought I was a fool for no one. Oh, baby, I'm a fool for
And that's a hypocrite.
Piercer said that bridge piercings will virtually always reject. Thoughts? I'm Lynn, I'm a professional body piercer. Let's debunk some bridge piercing myths. Let's start by admitting some biases. I have a bridge piercing, I do bridge piercings, I love them. And I absolutely do not think that they will always reject. However, I do think bridge piercings are more prone to rejection and migration than other placements, and that is something to warn your clients about and talk to them about, but that's also something that we can avoid if we're using proper practices with bridges. I see bridges done quite often with lower quality, externally threaded jewelry that is too thin to be stable in this placement, done at 18 and 16 and 14 gauge, as well as being placed incorrectly in the anatomy. Now, when we're talking about a piercing that does have a higher rejection or migration rate, it's really important that we kind of get everything right from the beginning. So being pierced with lower quality jewelry, being pierced with the wrong style, being pierced with a curved barbell, or being pierced incorrectly on an angle, crooked, too shallow, too deep, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure with a piercing like a bridge. We really want to get a bridge piercing perfect first shot. So a lot of the misinformation that I feel like I see comes from piercers who are maybe not using the best quality jewelry, don't have a really good understanding of bridge piercings and how to place these and how to pierce them, and they're doing these piercings that are not quite perfect to begin with, and on a placement like a bridge, it's pretty unforgiving. If it's not quite perfect to begin with, you've really got a high chance of this failing. Now, the other big issue that I see is piercers who are willing to say yes to every single bridge that walks in the door without really thoroughly checking the anatomy, because there is a huge, broad spectrum of anatomy when it comes to bridge piercings. There's folks like my client Andy who has this incredibly well-defined ridge for his bridge. It's basically like a shelf coming off his face between his eyes. This is perfect. This is such good, stable anatomy for a bridge to go in. Then we have anatomy like mine. I have a relatively prominent ridge on my nose, but I don't have a ton of tissue that sits over it. I don't have a super huge, like, soft area for my bridge to go in. I'm also a glasses wearer, and I suffer from skin conditions. So I have okay anatomy for a bridge, but definitely not great anatomy like Andy. My bridge has been a much harder heal and has been a little bit more likely to reject and migrate because of my anatomy. And then we have an example like this client's photo. We can see that they don't have a very well-defined brow ridge. There wasn't a ton of tissue here to begin with, and their bridge piercing was not done properly. So no surprise that this rejected and needed to come out. But this person's brow ridge here is pretty shallow when we compare it to something like Andy's. So it's also incredibly important with these piercings to be seeing a piercer who really understands the anatomical differences and who's going to be honest with you and say, you've got great anatomy, this is going to be successful. You've got so-so anatomy and I'm willing to give it a shot, but I can't guarantee it's a heal. Or who will tell you, hey, your anatomy for this is not great and it's probably going to reject. We probably shouldn't do it.
Taking hits for you, 'cause I wanna feel like I'm supposed.
Money posse. Ooh, big head on the beat.
Switchblades, cocaine, got boy click, big old shade. Black fur, black coat, got boy click in the backhoe. Switchblades, cocaine, got boy click till my soul take. Black jeans, half black coat, got boy click in the castle. In high school, I was a loner, I was a reject, I was a poser, multiple personalities, I'm bipolar. I swear I mean well, I'm still going to hell. Witchcraft, love chance, whisper in my ear, put me in a trance. Cocaine, all night long, when I die bury me with all my ice on. Witchcraft,
You're no good, can't you see, brother Louie, Louie, Louie? I'm in love, set to free. Oh, she's only looking to.
You say you're a good girl, I say you're a liar. I'm such a good girl, love a vampire.
right, turn off the lights, we gonna lose our minds tonight. What's the dealio? I love when it's all too much. 5 a.m. turn the radio up. Where's the rock and roll?
Your feet are still on the ground, so you put me down. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with you.
I don't wanna be afraid, I wanna be a bitch. And I wanna touch you, but not like this. The look in your eyes.
You're wearing makeup,
So are you.
but you're a man.